What's up, YouTubers? Johnny DIY here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix a flat tire on a wheelbarrow. I'm going to include how to patch the tube, how to replace the tube if you need to, and how to replace the tire or the whole assembly. If you guys are new to my channel, please do me a favor, click the subscribe and notification bell so you can get all my new videos. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is pump it up nice and firm. Get as much pressure in there as we can. If you look at the side of the wheel, it's going to tell you the type of tube. Some of these won't even have a tube, but most of them do. So just check the side and it'll tell you. Okay, now I've got some soapy water and a spray bottle, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually spray the valve stem right here. We're going to check if the stem part is leaking, this black part right here, and then we're also going to spray it in the inside to see if the valve core is leaking. If you see any bubbles, you know the core is leaking. This one looks good. Now if the stem is leaking, you're going to have to replace the whole tube. But if that interior core is just leaking, you can get one of these valve stem core tools and you can actually just tighten that core and see if that fixes it. If not, you can also loosen that core and pull it all the way out, put a new core in there. They're only a couple bucks for a new core. I'll make sure I put links down in the description to all the tools and supplies that we're going to be using today for you guys. Now I'm pretty sure I got a puncture in my tube, or it's just completely disintegrating because this wheelbarrow wheel is pretty old. It's the original one. They just kind of fall apart sometimes. Oh, look at that. It's leaking right there. That means I've got a split in the tire and a hole in the tube. Okay, now before we take the wheel off the axle, let's go ahead and let all the air out again. And let's try and get the tire off the rim with it still on the axle. It should be a little easier. Now you're going to want to get some large flathead screwdrivers, or you can get some tools called tire lever spoons. They're kind of like big flatheads but have smoother ends on them so you don't end up accidentally puncturing the tire or the tubes. I'll put links down in the description to some of those, but just going to pry up on the tire. Try and lift it up over the edge of the rim. That's why you need a couple of these. There we go. Okay, so you just need to peel off one side of the tire from the rim. Now let's go ahead and remove the wheel from the axle. It's just going to be held in by two of these carriage bolts, so you just need to remove the nut on the bottom. The carriage bolt comes right out. This one actually has a flathead in the top. Go ahead and mark this so I know which one is towards the face. Now we should be able to take this little axle spacer off, and this axle spacer, and here's our axle. Check that out, make sure it's nice and straight. If it's all bent, you can just take a sledgehammer or a vise and squeeze this in and get it nice and straight. Yeah, we should be able to push our Schrader valve in the rim. There we go. Had to pull the whole rim out, but this tube's really tight around the rim. Stretch the tube. You can also dunk it in your sink or a bucket. Look for the bubbles. So yeah, it's just got this one puncture right here. Doesn't even look like it's a puncture, it just looks like the tire's starting to fail. The rubber's just starting to give out. Go ahead and mark a circle around where the hole is with a Sharpie. Then you're gonna wanna pick up a bike repair kit like this. You're gonna wanna scuff up the area real well where the hole is with some sandpaper or the little scuffing pad. Then you're gonna patch it just like a bicycle tube. Put a little glue down, wait for it to get tacky, then put the patch on, let it set up. But since mine is so old and I think it's just falling apart, I'm gonna ditch that. I'm gonna get a whole new assembly. This comes with a new wheel, tire, and tube inside. And this is a good option because my tire was worn out and the tube was worn out. So this is just easier to replace and it's not much more expensive than just the tube. If you just had a tiny little hole in your tube, this is a cheap and easy fix. Okay, we'll take our new wheel assembly and feed it through the axle. Then we're gonna wanna put one of those spacers on the side and the other spacer on this side. And it looks like our spacers are gonna be too long for this wheel because that measurement of the hub is gonna be different on different wheels. Some of these new wheel kits will come with different size spacers. I'll make sure I go ahead and put a wheel with the spacers in the description below, but looks like I'm gonna have to modify this. Go ahead and take a quick measurement of how much axle space we have on each side. And I also went ahead and checked the slack with the old wheel and these old spacers. 3/8 empty space on each side. These are just hard plastic pieces. You could fashion some of these up with some hard ABS or PVC pipe. Go ahead and mark them in. Then I've got some of these cutters that are used for irrigation pipe. These should work. Yep, that worked good. Go ahead and save these extra pieces in case I ever put that old wheel back on. Now we can go ahead and test fit it, put our spacer on. And put our other spacer on. Put our axle in. Some slack, see there's a little slack of the spacers. You don't want it too tight that the spacers are binding on the wheel. Back in, I made sure to line up my bracket, the one we marked, point it up. Guess if you didn't have one of those irrigation cutters, you could probably use something else like a jigsaw or a sawzall to cut those little spacers if you needed to. I'm gonna make sure the axle is nice and straight and parallel to the front. Go ahead and snug it down, nice and tight. Air in our tires. If you look on the side, it'll show you the max inflation. It's usually around 25 to 30. Alright guys, well hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those down below and I'll get back to you. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and click the bell so you can get all my new upcoming videos. Thanks for watching Johnny DIY. Keep on doing it yourself guys. Take care.